Hey y'all, this is Mike from Raider Dog Ranch. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be looking at this survival torch, ferro rod, and wick. This is the all-in-one fire starter tool by Prepared for Anything. They call it the survival torch. It is a 36-inch twine, a ferro rod, and a striker included. Link in the description below. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos come out. This is how the package comes. Everything's all tidy, packed in this little carry-in bag. What I like about this ferro rod over others is it's sort of an all-in-one solution. Your instructions, and where you can get a free rope refill. And here's how it came packaged. You can see the rope. So here we are. Ferro rod here, and your rope pulls through, and the idea is you pull as much as you need out to get a fire started. You'll strike it to get it to start, and then you can pull it back in to make it manageable. Transfer your fire to your bundle or whatever you've got for your fire starter. So now it acts kind of like a lighter, and when you're done, you pull it in here and it'll snuff out the fire. So let's see how it works. So what you have is a little bit of wax impregnated twine, and you can tell it feels really waxy. And when you light that fire, the fire should stay pretty well lit until you get it transferred over to your permanent fire, your bird's nest, whatever you're going to use. So you want to fluff out the edges, kind of give the spark something to catch on to. It comes with about 36 inches of string, and the striker comes on the detachable lanyard, so you can move that, replace it if it needs to be replaced. Okay, that should be good. Let's see how it goes. Okay, there's our shot. Kind of control the fire. And then you just pull it back to snuff it out, and it's out. So I'm going to use this little edge of these teeth to rough this up a little bit. Just kind of get these fibers to stick out a little bit. Get that fire. Just going to try to help the spark find something to grab a hold of. Should help it spark faster. This isn't as easy as throwing a spark to a fire because it's right below you. There we go. And then you just pull it back in, suffocates the fire, and it's done. So that was a lot easier than trying to throw spark onto the fire and get it to catch. And I didn't have to do nearly as much time, spend nearly as much time processing a bird's nest. You can see that's pretty weakly done. It's probably not even going to take hold as a fire. Just took a little bit of thin material and created kind of a light bird's nest on top, just something to catch it. So you could choose to carry these separately. This easily detaches, the twine comes out, so you could keep them. I don't think that's a good idea since this would be very easy to get lost. The striker edge on this is really good. Like I said, it hurts my hands a little bit back here, but it's got a nice sharp edge on it here. Creates spark really well. The technique that I've learned that works best for me is fraying those ends, but keeping it pretty close and not striking as hard as I normally would with a traditional ferro rod going into a stack like this. I'm finding that just fast enough to get the spark created and dropping a spark right down creates the spark fastest for me. It is a technique that's a little different from the traditional spark. Okay, I really wasn't happy with this technique of pulling it out, striking it onto this while it moves around, so I gave it a little thought and kind of toyed around with a few different options. I like going with the more traditional option of kind of putting your foot under. Traditionally, people will kind of put their knife here as a base and pull the ferro rod from the knife, and it throws the sparks forward. What you have to do with this is add a lot of slack, right? So I have to keep it going through the tube because that's what's going to snuff it out when I'm done. But I've also got to give it enough space that I can strike and get what I want. But you can see right away I get exactly what I'm looking for, and then I can snuff it out. So a little trial and error. That's a much better way to start the fire, way more manageable than what I was doing before. So the next big test for this is its ability to light when wet. It is wax impregnated, so it should spark a fire even when it's wet. I just happen to have a little water here. Oh, whoops, it's raining. It got a little wet, so of course you would shake it off. Go back to the technique. I feel like it's not frayed like it was, but it definitely doesn't feel wet. It's having a little trouble. Oh, see that? That's the risk of doing this. I started to catch the line. That's going to be harder. There we go. You can hear it sizzling. So it did have some moisture in it. The burn rate's pretty good. It doesn't really eat through the twine too quickly. The wax helps with that. So what do you think? Do you guys have these? Do you have other fire starters? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you've had one, if you've got other ideas for them, or if you've tried different techniques. I'd like to hear about them. So for my testing, the striker that it comes with is useful. It does do its job, but it makes it a little harder with the way I was wanting to do it just now. If I pull this out to where I bring the sparker, or to where I bring the ferro rod up, I don't have a lot of space left with the striker. Obviously, a knife's always a great tool as a striker. These Gerber blades have a nice 90-degree angle on the spine, so they make really great strikers, throw a lot of spark. It was much easier to get that started than when I was starting with the striker. So I would use this in case of emergency where I did not have a knife on me, but I don't think this would be my go-to option. But it is water resistant. It fires pretty well when it's wet. It's easy to carry. Everything's all compact. And this, it does come with a little carry bag that makes it pretty compact. So all in all, I'd say it's pretty decent. I don't know if it'd be the first thing that I would pick, but you know, as an all-in-one system for a decent price. I mean, you get the ferro rod with it. A decent ferro rod will usually run you 15 bucks or so or more, and this was, I think, a little over 20 for the rod, the twine, and the striker all in one. So I'd like to hear your comments if you've used one before, if you have preferences for this versus another system for fire starting. Go ahead and throw it in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.